Hey guys, Lizardly here for Pins Day 8. I'm going to be doing Pirates of the Caribbean and the Fairy Tale Symbol, and hopefully one or two of the Labyrinth ones. Yay! Alrighty, so in this video you guys get to see how one goes very, very well, and another one does not. I ended up choosing colors that just did not work, so I redid it. You guys will see that in Pins Day 9. Woohoo! Otherwise, we're moving on to the next group of questions. What question was I on? Scariest movie, favorite actor? Do you cry movies? If so, which movies? Oh crap! Did I finish all these? I think I finished all of those. Just been watching TV station. Would you rather watch a sitcom, a reality show, a police drama, a legal drama, or a medical drama, or something else? Why? I actually don't know what a sitcom is. I've heard it so many times, but I don't know what it means. So, you know what? Let me Google it. I want to see. Cause I actually don't know. Come on, Google, load. I believe in you, Google. Google, come on. Come on. There we go. What is a sitcom? Question mark. And all it types in is sitcom question mark. What is a sitcom? I'm about to find out. A situation comedy. Oh! Oh my gosh! It's shortened, like rom-com with a romantic comedy. Oh my gosh. I feel so stupid that I didn't know that, you guys. Okay, so situation comedy. Okay, so definitely not a reality show. Unless it's like Project Runway or Skin Wars or, somewhere along those lines. Those ones I love. And or are they considered like competition shows? Ooh, I don't know. I love those though. Those are just amazing to watch. I love, 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 love them. Okay, so a police drama, not really big on any, so no. A legal drama. Well, actually, between those two, what does like CSI and NCIS, what do they fall under? Dude, I have no idea. Hello, I'm yawning. It's just in front of the webcam. Hello, pretty kitty. Medical drama. I really liked House, and I've seen all of it. I liked Scrubs growing up. I started watching it recently, and I don't know, it wasn't the same. Like, my favorite part is the bromance with Turk and oh my god. No, I lost it. And I don't know, I wasn't feeling it this time around. I don't know. So, Grey's Anatomy is really good. So yeah, I mean, medical drama is the one I had the most shows for, so I guess I'll have to go with medical drama. 7. Has a television show ever moved you to tears? Oh, hell yes, so many. If yes, which one and when? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. Buffy the Vampire Slayer always makes me cry. I mean, the final episode, of course, because, I mean, you know. The season 2 finale, where she sends Angel to hell. It's supposed to be Angelus, but nope, that doesn't happen. It turns out to be Angel because Willow restored his soul at the last minute. That always makes me cry because, dude, man, Angel was a good guy. He didn't deserve that. Tara, oh man, every single time, you guys, every single time. I mean, there's so many times on that show that I cry. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, the finale especially, like more than anything else. Those last 2-3 episodes, just tears everywhere, you guys. Oh. Let's see. Did Angel make me cry? Ooh, I don't know. I don't recall if I cried or if I was just in shock. But that episode near, what is it, season 5? When so it's after the end of Buffy. And Spike comes across a Slayer who's just gone cray cray. She cuts off his arms. and you know, like he's all drowsy and woozy, and he lifts his arms up, and they end like just below his elbow, and he just looks between them like, what the, where are my arms, where are my hands? And it just, oh man, I think I might have cried the first time I saw it, because even back then, like, Spike was one of my favorites, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, how is he gonna, I mean, it's Spike, how is he gonna do anything he normally does without his hands? Thankfully, he gets them back, but I just, that shock factor was crazy. Um, let's see. It's another television show that made me cry. Um, Yu Yu Hakusho, when they win in the oh my gosh, the Dark Tournament. That is my favorite season. Season 2 is my favorite. The Dark Tournament is just one of the coolest things ever. Like, if you saw the first episode of Yu Yu Hakusho and were like, wow, this is lame, I actually kind of agree. The first season is, or at least the very first half of the first season is, doesn't really do it for me much. Watch season 2. Watch the Dark Tournament. And if you don't like that, then yeah, you're not gonna like Yu Yu Hakusho. But if you enjoy those, oh dude, watch all of it. It is so good, because they kind of have a second Dark Tournament in the final season. It's not quite the same, but it's similar, so I really like it. It's just, oh my god, you guys, I really want to watch Yu Yu Hakusho now. I've seen that television show probably just as many times as I've seen Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I just, oh my gosh, you guys, both of those just blow my mind. I love it. 8. Do you watch the news on TV? How often? Not really. I don't really watch like cable TV, so I can't really watch stuff like news. I get most of my news from articles on the internet and other people telling me. I don't really like to go out of my way to hear about the horrible, depressing things happening in the world. I already hear enough about them without, like, reading every single thing about it every single day. Because, you know, no matter how many great things we do, it's always going to be the bad stuff that you find out first. It's so depressing. Number 9, have you ever been on TV? I don't think so, but when we were in Germany, my sister and I, on Halloween, we were in the newspaper. I mean, I have no recollection of this, but I've seen pictures, and I'm like, oh, hey, huh, that's me as a little baby. Don't mind me. 10. If you were a character on a TV show, which one would you be? Okay, so, like, if I could choose who to be? Ooh. I mean, being Yusuke Urameshi would be freaking awesome from Yu Yu Hakusho, but all the stuff he goes through, I don't think I want that. Like, especially, the gun stuff. Like, I'm good. Man, that episode, I had seen a lot of Yu Yu Hakusho before I saw his showdown with what's-his-face, the previous detective. But when he pulled out that gun, I was just like, what? And he started shooting him. I mean, he got shot, what, 4 times? 5 times? I just, oh my god, that scene makes me cry, because, like, I know he lives and it's all good, but, like, dude. And that, the voice actor, I've met him. He did a scream, like, when he did, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting all their names. Oh, the old woman, the old hag. He calls her old hag. Her, when she gives him her spirit power and all that, and he just, like, it looks like he's just exploding, and he gives that just blood-curdling scream. He did that, and everybody in the audience, we were all just like, ooh, like, I felt that in my soul, and we were all just like, dude, like, didn't that hurt? Because it sounded like you were fucking dying. And he's like, no, you know, you have to reach for it. You have to find that place, and that man is spectacular. Justin Cook. Yeah? Yeah. He is spectacular. He signed my season 1 DVD. Or DVD case, whatever. He signed it. That's all I care about, man. I was like, what? Oh my god. Yeah, I actually have some convention videos that he's in, and I totally recommend them. Justin Cook he's great. And Jerry Jewell, he did several of the voices in Yu Yu Hakusho. He was great too. Uh, so I don't know if I want to be him. Hiei would be pretty awesome, but he lost an arm. Granted, he got it back, but I mean, like, slicing and the arm and the ow and no thank you. Should I be Kurama then? Like, I don't really want to be Kuwabara, because when I first started watching the show, I could not stand him. His voice was so annoying, and he was so weak, and it was just, he just grated on my nerves. And now, like, he has such a place in my heart. I mean, he's still my least favorite out of the main four, but I say least favorite because he's still one of my favorites. Kuwabara's spectacular. Like, you know, he doesn't have all this craziness that Yusuke does. He's still human at heart, and he's such a good guy. And now I love his voice. Like, you know, Hiei has the very sexy one, and Kuwabara's is like, it's so weird, but you gotta love it because it fits his character perfectly. But now, you know what? I think I'd want to be Edward Elric. Like, yeah, I'm missing my right arm and my left leg, which would really suck. But I gave them up to save my little brother, and I do have a little brother, and I would do that for him. And, like, you know, it would be pretty awesome. It'd be pretty freaking awesome. So, yeah. But if I have to pick the character I'm most like, I mean, I guess I'm similar to Keiko from Yu Yu Hakusho. We both have long brown hair, but she has brown eyes and I have blue eyes. Also, she's supposed to be Asian, and I am clearly not. Who else? Yeah, see, I'm not good at this. I'm not good at, oh, what cartoon character do I look like? I have no idea. Fun questions to ask friends about books. This one is a little bit tougher because a lot of people don't read books anymore, unfortunately. But here are 10 fun questions to ask friends about books anyway. What the heck did I just say? I am such a dork. Okay. 1. Has reading a book ever changed your life? Which one and why, if yes? Oh, man. Coming up with a particular one? Because I guarantee you, books have changed my life just as much as TV shows and movies. Like, I love reading. It's a book ever changed my life. Well, I mean, I started reading the Pendragon series back in middle school in 7th grade. And that was the first book series that I really got into, to the point that as soon as a book was released, I bought it and I read it. And I actually wrote a letter, or well, I think I emailed the author, DJ McHale, and I was telling him, I was like, you know, I love your books, I love the way you write, and I have such a hard time reading slowly when I really enjoy work. I read it very quickly, and I just read your last book, you know, like the same day that I bought it. I already finished it, and, you know, it blew my mind, and I loved it. And he responded, and he was like, you know, yeah, you gotta try and slow down because you miss things when you read too quickly. And I responded back, but I don't think he ever responded again. But you know what? I don't care. My favorite author freaking spoke to me. I don't care if it was through written word. He spoke to me. It was spectacular. But I will say, like, when I try to read slowly, I don't comprehend the work anymore. At least not when it's to the point where I'm enjoying it so much that I'm visualizing it. And I can't read slowly. I can try and reread it, but I can't read slowly. It's very difficult for me because I'm naturally a very fast reader. Like, imagine every single time you ever took a test, you know, unless it was you, of course, but that person that was the first one to finish and turned it in, that was usually me. Because I would read through them. I'd write down all my answers. I'd read through it a second time and a third time sometimes. And I would still be the first person to turn mine in. Whereas other people would still be going on their first way through it. You know, they haven't even finished one go through and I've already finished 3. I will say I am very book smart. But a big part of that is the fact that I'm a very fast reader. So I get through those questions. Boom, 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 boom. So yeah. I don't know how I got on that. Oh yeah, because I emailed my favorite author. It was spectacular. And I think that was back in like 8th grade, 9th grade. I was pretty young, and I was so dang excited to see that he replied to me. I was freaking out. Ooh, it was great. 2, do you prefer to read fiction or nonfiction? Explain your choice. I prefer fiction because I like the fantasy stuff and the not real stuff. Like, what qualifies as nonfiction? Because it's not necessarily stuff that's only based in reality. It's stuff that could be in reality. Or am I thinking backwards? Dude, I don't even know, you guys. I don't even know. Oh my gosh. What just happened? Gwen Stefani? What? I have no idea what that was, but okay, we're back. Fiction or nonfiction? You know what? Let me see. Google.com. Go. Difference between fiction and nonfiction. Fiction refers to literature created from the imagination. Mystery, science fiction, romance, fantasy, chick lit. I've never heard of chick lit. It's 2 words, by the way, if that makes a difference. Crime thrillers are all fiction genres. Nonfiction refers to literature based in fact. And then it cuts off. It is the broadest category of literature. The nonfiction department has books and videos in many categories, including biography, not big on, business, cooking, health and fitness, pets, crafts, home decorating, language, travel, home improvement, religion, art, and music. History, self-help, true crime, science, and humor. We also have a section of popular and award-winning documentary DVDs. Okay, that was random, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go with fiction. I prefer the stuff that's completely made up, because you know, I read and watch stuff to get away from reality. You know, I don't need to be reminded of all the sad things. I do love watching the happy real stuff, but the sad real stuff is it's so depressing. Like, oh my goodness. So yeah, I like the fantasy stuff. I like a world where people can fly and do crazy things that, you know, we regular humans can't. That's why I love the X-Men. They do crazy stuff. It's amazing. 3, if you could be a character in any novel you've ever read, who would you be and why? Oh, dude. Ooh! I mean, being Percy Jackson from the Percy Jackson series would be spectacular. Like, what? Son of Poseidon? Hell yeah! But being Bobby Pendragon from the Pendragon series would be really cool too. Obviously, I'm going to be a guy no matter what I do. Spader from Pendragon would be really fun. He's a little bit impulsive at times, though. But I mean, I'd get to say Hobie Ho all the time, and it would be awesome. Hobie Ho, let's go. Oh, I love those books, you guys. I love them so much. Man, I don't know if I still have it, but my signature on DeviantArt, I always had Hobie Ho, let's go at the bottom for the longest time. Oh, I love those books. Ooh, who else would be cool? I mean, being Annabelle. Annabelle? Pretty sure it's Annabelle from Percy Jackson. She'd be pretty cool to be. Jason from the second 5 books, son of what was it, Jupiter? He could fly. All right, like that's pretty friggin' sweet. 4, has reading a book ever made you cry? Which one and why? Oh, dude, are you kidding me? I have never cried as hard as I cried on book 10 of the Pendragon book series. I mean, how big is that book? 700-ish pages? Maybe 600? It's a big book. I read the book in, 2.5 days, I think it was? 2 days? A day and a half? It wasn't very long at all. It was not long at all. And the main reason why I couldn't finish it one day was because I would cry so hard, I would get a headache, and my vision would go blurry, and I couldn't keep reading. And it wasn't always sad tears. I mean, some of it was, but a lot of it was just like complete tears of joy and happiness. And it's just like, it overwhelmed me so much. My body was like, yeah, no, Liz, you need to go to sleep. Read more tomorrow. But oh man, that book, it destroyed me and it gave me life all in one. Now I really want to watch Yu Yu Hakusho and read the Pendragon books. I have the audio files for all of the Pendragon books, so I need to go back and continue reading those, man. Oh. Number 5. How many books do you read each year? When I was younger, it was a ton. Now it's pretty much 0 because all of the reading I do is all fan fiction. But I will say I have read some stories that are way longer than a crap ton of books. So like I basically read novels on characters that are not canon with the show. I'm such a dork. I'm cool with it though, like whatever, you know. So many people only want to read books that are about characters that they get to they newly learn or something, they're not already familiar with them. Reading fan fiction, like, I already know the characters and I'm already attached, so I know as long as there's a happy ending, I'm gonna like it. So, whatever. 6. Have you ever written or started to write a book? No. I've always thought it would be really cool and really fun, but no, I haven't, and honestly, I probably won't. Yeah. Excuse me. It's number 7. Name one book you had to read but hated, and explain why you hated it. I hated the Holocaust, so I was really upset about having to read Night and oh my god, her diary. Oh my god, what's her name? Oh my god, I could see her freaking cute little face in my head, and I can't remember her name. Oh, Elizabeth, you are a horrible person. Holocaust Diary. I had to read it. And it was just, oh my goodness. What is her name? Oh, girl, what is your name? I can see your face in my mind. And you aren't. It's not. Anne Frank. There we go. Good golly, Miss Molly. Anne Frank. I had to read her book, and I don't remember if I cried at the end or not. I'd already heard a ton about the book, and I already knew, how it ended for her. And so I was expecting it, but I think I still cried anyways. I mean, it had to deal with the Holocaust, man. That is a touchy subject, for me at least. But I wouldn't go so far as to say I hated it. Like, oh wow. And gosh. Is Night, I could be wrong. I could be remembering this wrong. I could be confusing information about the Holocaust with the book, but there was one where a little boy got hung and it didn't break his neck. So he just, he hung there and suffocated to death. He was strangled to death. I don't know if that happened in the book or not. Oof. But I mean, just reading about that, I was in tears. I was like, this is not okay. This is not okay on any level. So, I mean, there were a lot of books I had to read in high school that I just did not enjoy. Like, what was it? A Tale of Two Cities? Is that the 1,000-page book? Ooh, unless it was War and Peace? No, I think it was A Tale of Two Cities. I could be wrong. Either way, we were told we had to have this book finished by a certain date, and Amy, my best friend, and I were the ones everybody expected to, be done with the book on time, because we would actually read every single thing that was assigned to us. And when we were supposed to have the book finished, I was only a little bit past halfway, I was not enjoying the book. That's why I was reading it so slow by my standards. And Amy wasn't even to page 250. So she wasn't even a fourth of the way through the book. And everybody else like stopped after like chapter 2 or something. And Miss Jones, actually, this is my sophomore year of high school, she kept telling us that we were going to be quizzed on it. And that's why I was like, okay, I got to read this. I got to read this. I got to read this. Even though I didn't like it. And then on the day we were supposed to have it done by, I was the only person who was even remotely close to being done. And she was just like, okay, you know what? We're just going to drop it. Don't worry about it. I was so pissed. I have wasted all this time reading this stupid book, and you're not going to quiz me? Are you kidding me? Oh, I'm still kind of bitter about it. Like, I did not enjoy it. Oh, what's the book I had to read my senior year? It was a Russian guy, he may not have been Russian. Oh my gosh. Crap. Did he kill somebody? No, he stole something? Oh my god, I don't even remember. Holy crap. Like, I didn't hate the book. It wasn't my favorite, but I didn't hate it. Dude, it's so hard to remember. I think he was trying to hide from the police, and, oh my god, did he shoot someone? Crap, I don't remember. Oh, I'm so upset now. Number 8. If someone wrote a book about your life, what would they title it? I don't know. My store manager recently called me the cross-stitching wizard, and I really like that one. So I would be very happy with that title, or cross-stitch queen, anything like that. I would be quite happy with it. Number 9. If you could pick a book you've read to make into a movie, which one would you choose? Oh man, I would choose the Pendragon books. Are you kidding me? That would be amazing. And you wouldn't have the problems you do with Percy Jackson. Because in Percy Jackson, the kids are like 12 and 13 in the first book. And in the first movie, the kids were already like old enough to drive and crap. And it's like, what? No. No, 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 no. In Pendragon, he's, what is he, he's in high school, a sophomore in high school? Yeah, I don't know. It wouldn't be as much of an issue as it was with like Percy Jackson, because they get adults like 30-year-olds playing high schoolers all the time, so they could pull it off. But he is supposed to age. Like if you look at the pictures on the book covers, his picture from the very first book and the very last book are very, very, very different. He is much older then. He's also super hot. I'm just saying. Although I thought he was really cute on the first one when I was in 7th grade. So, I mean, I'm cool with it. But yeah, that would just... And each book should get at least 1 movie, if not 2. I'm just saying, like, I love those books. And if they were made into movies, no matter how, like, terrible they were, I would still go and see them. Like, I did it with the Percy Jackson movies. Like, seeing monsters, dude. What was that? What was that crap? That was crap. That's what it was. But I still saw it. Because I still want to support Rick Riordan every way I can. That man is one of the greatest writers. He writes so much, so often, and it's so good. If you like Greek mythology and Roman mythology, and you haven't read the Percy Jackson books yet, ignore the fact that they are written for middle schoolers and read them, because they are spectacular. Alright? They're spectacular. Read them. Sorry, my nose is runny. Number 10. What was your favorite book as a child and why? I think I just answered this, right? I really liked Black Beauty. I really liked Grover's The Monster at the End of this book. Yeah, those were my favorite books growing up. Okay, I am going to ignore this next one because it's 10 sexy questions to ask your friends, and I am not doing that with you guys. Fun questions to ask friends about money. Let's see how this goes. Money is a less sensitive issue than sex with some people, but others might find it even more personal. Here are 10 lighthearted and fun questions about money you can ask a friend. 1. What would you do if you had $1 million? Ooh, man. Ooh, what would I do with $1 million? I mean, I would buy a place. You know what? I think I actually already answered this question. I would buy a place, stay there, and I would stitch a lot. I would want to like try and invest some money, and then I could just stitch for the rest of time as my job, and that would be spectacular. 2, are you a spender or a saver? I'm both. Like I prefer spending money. Like I like having my savings account go up only. I don't like taking anything out of my savings. And my checking account, I like to keep it at a certain level. Can't always do that because I'm working a part-time job, but I try. Excuse me. But I mean, I do love buying craft stuff. I love buying thread and fabric and all these things and stands and yarn now. Ooh, love it. But like, whereas other people spend like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I mean, people have spent thousands of dollars in our store before. I'm lucky if I spend like $100 a month. I'm lucky. 3, how much money do you save on a regular basis? In parentheses, as a percentage of your income. Lately, it's only when I get like a really good paycheck that I move some of it to savings. Like right now, the biggest boost I had for it was income, or not my income tax, my tax return. I got a lot from that, so I was like, yeah, baby, what? I just did a fist, or not a fist bump. I was throwing my fist in a circle. I don't know what that's called. But now that I'm doing it constantly while trying to explain it, I feel like an idiot. My arm's tired. 4, do you have a personal written budget? No, I do not. 5, when you go to a meal Dutch, would you prefer to itemize the receipt or just split it in half? That's okay. I remember a question like this. I remember not knowing what it was, and then I learned it and I've forgotten. It's when you go with another person and you're trying to decide how to pay. Would you prefer to itemize the receipt or just split it in half? It depends for me. Like if I ordered a $5 chicken and my friend ordered a $20 steak, oh hell no, I'm paying for my own. But if we ordered like really similar things, it's like theirs is $2 more expensive or mine is $2 more expensive, I'm okay with splitting it then. But yeah, I personally, if you bought something super expensive, that's on you. I ain't paying for your food unless we agreed on it beforehand and I told you can order something expensive. 6, when you're on a date, do you think the man should pay or not? Honestly, like, I know this is going to sound really stupid and possibly sexist. I don't know. I think whoever asked the person out on the date should pay. Like, if I went up to a guy and I was like, hey, you want to go on a date? Let's go to Olive Garden and eat something. At the very least, I think I should offer to pay. Whether he takes me up on it is completely up to him. If he doesn't, that is fine. I'm the one who offered to take him out on a date. But if I don't offer, I think that's kind of mean. Like, unless you guys spoke beforehand about how, oh, hey, I don't, I don't make a lot. Would it be okay with you if we split it? Like, if you're planning on doing that, I think it's best to discuss it beforehand. Because if you are, like, on the date and, like, you both find out, like, you don't make a lot of money and you both need to do this, that's probably gonna suck, dude. Like, that could be potentially very bad. So, I just, I think it's sweet that the person who asks offers. And yes, the sexism comes into play. Generally, it's the guy who asks. But, like I said, in this scenario, I was the one who asked. I think I should at least offer. And if the guy offers and I say, no, let's split it, that's not me trying to, like, test him or anything. That's me genuinely saying, like, I'm okay with splitting it. If he says, oh, okay, and we split it, I'm not going to hold that against him later. Like, that's a horrible thing to do. If you genuinely do not want to split it, say so. Be like, I really want you to pay. Just say it. Like, yeah, you'll come across kind of douchey, but at least you're being honest. Because if you pay for half of it and then you hate on him for it, it's like, really? You're the douchebag in this scenario, not him. Okay? 7, what's the most expensive gift you've ever given someone? I bought my brother what was it, an $80, like, guitar for like Guitar Hero or something. It was supposed to be like the most realistic version they had. And Chris ended up hating it because it was so difficult. But, I mean, he actually does try to play the guitar for real. He's taken several classes, so. 8. What's the most expensive gift? Whoa, whoa, where did it go? Don't you do that to me. Bad, bad. Go back, you stupid thing. Where is it? What's the most expensive gift you've ever received from someone? My car. That was my high school graduation gift. So yeah, that's going to be the most expensive thing I've ever gotten. 9. If someone offered you $1 million for a night of sex, would you do it? Would it matter if the person were good looking or not? Ooh, I don't think I would. I don't know. Like, I will say, as controversial as this is, and you guys, some of you will probably give me a bunch of crap for it, I support prostitution. If someone genuinely wants to go out and make money that way, dude, power to them. Now, if that's the only way they can make money and they don't want to do it, oh, I really hope they find some other way to make money, because that is horrible and that's not safe and it's not fair, it's not right. But if you want to, dude, why the hell not? It's your body. You should have the right to be like, yeah, I want to sleep with this person, and if he happens to pay me like $200, yes. Like, really? I don't see why the law. It's whatever. But I don't know if it's for me. But I will say it would definitely matter if the person were good looking or not. Just because you don't want to be in bed with someone who you don't want to look at. Like, no matter how much money is involved. Like, just, no. Awkward. 10. Do you invest in the stock market? What kind of investing strategy do you use if you do? I do not. So, none. Fun questions to ask friends about music. Almost everyone listens to music. Here are a few fun questions about music you can ask your friends. Number 1. What's your favorite kind of music? Rock. 2. Who's your favorite singer or band? Singer? I love Phil Collins. I love Phil Collins so much. And band, right now, yeah, Walk the Moon. I love Walk the Moon. 3. What's your favorite album? Ooh, that's tough. Oh my gosh, wow. Oh, I love Footloose. I love all the songs on Footloose. Top Gun is good, but there are a couple that I'm not as fond of. Heavy metal is good, but again, there's some that I'm not that fond of. Purple Rain. That one's spectacular. I mean, it's Prince. But then, you get Thriller with Michael Jackson. Or is the album actually called Thriller? Or, ooh, it could be wrong. There's a really good, there's several really good Michael Jackson ones. Who am I kidding? Oh yeah, I don't know if I can pick a favorite album, you guys. That's too hard. 4. What's your favorite song? Right now, I've actually been listening to, Auto Knows? Yeah. Auto Knows featuring Avicii, Back Where I Belong. Yes. I first heard that song on Sense8 season 2, and I freaking love that song. The first thing I did was get it so I can listen to it in my car. And of course I listened to it for like 2 days straight, just on repeat. I did the whole play artist Auto Knows featuring Avicii, and my Bluetooth says Avicii, but I don't know. I could be wrong and she could be right, but I look at it and I assume it's Avicii. But oh man, I'm loving that song right now. It's probably not my favorite song of all time, but that's one I haven't talked to you guys about yet for once. 5. Do you like to sing karaoke? No. I know I sing a lot on this channel, and I know I'm not good at it, so I do apologize, but suck it up because I love doing it. But karaoke, singing with only the instruments and having a microphone in my hand, no, I can't do it. It makes me absolutely just petrified. I can't do it. I'll hold the microphone and you'll put on a song that, I love. You can put on Be Our Guest, and I can't sing it into the microphone. If you take the microphone away, I can sing it, no problem. But if you give me a microphone, I can't do it. I don't want to hear myself that loudly. and it terrifies me. I know that's like probably the stupidest fear in the world. Like the microphone isn't going to come out and bite me, but nope, it terrifies me. I mean, we all get scared of public speaking, so, like whatever. 6, are you a good dancer? Not really. I mean, like, I can follow a beat, but that doesn't mean I'm a good dancer. 7, do you like musicals, movies, or theater? Oh, I love musicals. They're spectacular. Like Once More with Feeling from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, one of the best episodes ever, and I bought that CD. I loved the music from it. It was amazing. Just musicals are great. Yeah, you gotta love it, or at least I do. Number 8, has a song ever made you cry? Oh, duh. Are you kidding me? Oh, the first song I can recall that like just made me bawl was Johnny's Daddy by Tim McGraw. Johnny's daddy was taking a fishing. That song just, oh, my heart. Oh, no. Okay, so this is where I screw up. Instead of doing, like, bronze copper, I did silver gray, and it didn't really work. So, this is another, like, continuation of the fail episode I had last time. Okay, a song that's made me cry. Garth Brooks, The Dance. Ooh, that song made me like just feel sad. And then my mom told me it was played at my uncle's funeral, and now every time I hear it, it just makes me think of my uncle, which makes me sad. So, yeah, like there are a lot of sad songs, man. That's why I like songs like Rascal Flatts. If you play a country song backwards, you get your car back, you get your house back, you get your first and second wives back. It's great. 9. If your life was a song, what would the title be? I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa. I don't know. I can't steal a previous song's title. I don't know. I'm not good at stuff like that, you guys. I don't know. I can't do it. 10. If you could be a particular singer or musician, who would you be? I'd love to be the lead singer from Marianas Trench. Josh, that dude can sing and play like a gazillion instruments. He's spectacular. I'd also love to be like Phil Collins and be known like around the world. Like it'd be awesome. Also, I would not have a drug problem because although being Michael Jackson or Prince would be spectacular, like that comes with drug problems, and no thank you. Fun questions to ask about games. All of us played games of some kind growing up, and some of us still play games now. Here are some fun questions on the subject. 1. What was your favorite game to play as a child? Ooh, like, I love playing Zelda Ocarina of Time, even though I wasn't, like, that great at it at first. I didn't really understand the puzzles and all that. But as I got older, like, I still love it. It's still my favorite game to this day. And I still love the graphics. Other people are like, oh, blah, blah, blah. It still looks spectacular to me. I don't know what y'all are griping about. 2. Do you play video games now? A little bit. Right now, the only one I really play is, the Pokemon Duel, which is fun, but I mean, like, it's mostly just a chance game, so it kind of, like, pisses me off a lot. 3, what's your favorite gambling game? I don't gamble, so none. 4, do you prefer card games or board games? It depends. Like, I mean, I love Clue. Clue's amazing. I love the movie, I love the game, love it. I love the movie Clueless, too, which has nothing to do with it other than Clue is in the title. I enjoy Monopoly, but I don't like playing with other people that get like so competitive that they'll eventually just toss the board to the floor. I hate that. Dude, if you don't want to play anymore, just walk away. Just say you give up. Do not destroy the board game for the rest of us. You're just being a douchebag. So, but I think I know more board games than I do card games, so I'll probably have to go with board games. Like the Disney questions I did for like ages were from a board game. They were cards, but they were from a board game. 5, do you ever play drinking games? No, I do not because I don't drink. 6, are you good at chess? No, because I was never taught how to play. And like, I know like certain pieces can only move certain ways, but I've never really taken the time to learn. I've always loved checkers, so I like checkers. Have you ever played Dungeons and Dragons? Did you like it? I have not, but I've seen other people do, like, role-playing games, and the most memorable for me was when Spoonie was in. The Spoonie one, he used to be on That Guy with the Glasses with Nostalgia Critic and all them. And it was so much fun watching. And it was really fun watching him talk about old role plays he'd been in or role playing games. Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean. And it was really fun to watch, and I'd love to do one, but I'd probably get really shy and be like, yeah, my character doesn't say anything here. I'm such a dork. I'd love to be part of one though, like especially if I had a bunch of friends with me. You'd feel a lot more comfortable. It'd be really fun. 8. Do you ever play solitaire when you're bored? Dude, I play solitaire all the time. That game is so much fun. You can play with one person, you can play with two people, and it's great, and I love it. Like, it's a lot easier with two people because you have two decks, so you're a lot more likely to actually finish the game without ever cheating. So it's great. 9. Are you good at Trivial Pursuit? I don't even remember the last time I played that game, so probably not. Like, my trivia is, like, probably not so good. 10. Have you ever been on a game show? Which one? No, I have not, and honestly, I'd never want to be, just because I know, like, I can sit in my room and I can get every single answer correct, and I guarantee you I would not have won on the show. Because you get up there and you get nervous, you get freaked out, you get put on the spot, and it's not the same as just being able to sit at home and sit there and be like, oh yeah, blah, 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 I got this. It's not the same. It's not. Dilemmas. Dilemmas are questions you have to think about. Thinking aloud about your answers with your friends can be a lot of fun, and it can shed a lot of light on why your friends are the way they are. Number 1, would you rather be rich or healthy? Ooh. I mean, like, rich and sick would suck, but you'd have the money to take care of yourself, depending on how sick you are. So I'd rather be healthy, because you know what? If you're healthy, you can get a good job and you can eventually become rich. Versus if you're rich and you're not healthy, you may not ever be healthy, no matter how much money you have. Not a guarantee. That's going to be the end of Flosstube Pins Day 8. I got almost 6 hours of footage. So close, so close. I finished the pirate, and I actually did him right this time. I think I am going to post the video on it just so you guys can see that I screw up too. This was my first one. I did want to do it on a bigger count like that, but I didn't realize that it was going to be so unbalanced. Like, because it originally was like this, and it just, no, I'm not happy with it. Hence why I redid it. And the pattern that they have, this sword just stops, so I gave it a handle, and then just a simple one. I didn't do a complex one like that one. I don't care, whatever. And I did the fairy tale symbol. I'm pretty sure Natsu has the red one, so Natsu! I was hoping it would fit into the small one, but it didn't. And then I was just like, you know what? For how incredibly simple it was, like, I did one color, no backstitching or anything. So simple. I just put in the big one. I'm like, I'm cool with it. She paid ahead of time, so, like, whatever. I started working on one of the knockers, and the colors aren't working for me. You can barely even see his expression. And the reason I did it is because in the pictures, I don't know if it's me or my glasses or my screen or my lights or all of it. Sometimes they look silver and sometimes they look bronze. And I thought the silver might look better, but So I'm gonna work on them tomorrow and try to do a bronze one. We'll see. Oh, if you do see that, all the randomness here, it was just me getting out all the stitches for where the words will eventually be to make sure it will fit. And it will. So that's what's important. I don't know, the color isn't working for me. It's not. It's not. So hopefully the bronze will look better. I mean, this almost has a green tint to it, but it's so hard to get, like, you know, what is considered like a metallic color in threads that aren't metallic. And although I would love to make everybody's shiny and sparkly, I hate working with metallic thread so much. I have a headache. I'm so tired. I didn't go to bed until like midnight last night, so I'm sleeping horribly lately. It's 9 o'clock. I think I'm gonna go do the narration on this guy. So by the time you see this, you'll probably already know the massive screw up that was this. And yeah. I mean, like, he himself came out great, but if you add all of it in together, it's so unbalanced. It's so unbalanced. I don't like it. Like, I'll probably bring it in and, like, see if Celeste or who's the one who ordered the 3 previous Pirates of the Caribbean ones, by the way. Sorry. Or Janice, who just ordered this one, want it, because I'm not going to use it. I've already explained that I don't like it. It looks unbalanced. So, and there's so little thread in it, it's not worth it for me to pull it out and use it for something else. So, did I say I have a headache? Because I have a headache. Yeah, so technically, I only got 2 done today, but 6 hours of, or well, almost 6 hours of footage. It was like 5 hours and 53 minutes. Pfft, I can round up. So, you know, not bad, not bad. What did I do today? I watched a lot of stuff. I'm finally watching, what season is it? Season 8 of Doctor Who? Yeah, season 801. It's with Peter Capaldi, right? Am I pronouncing that right? Peter Capaldi, yeah. So I'm only on the 5th episode. I watched the first one ages ago with the dinosaur, which was awesome. But I think that was right around when they took it off of Amazon Prime or Netflix, whichever one it had been on. And I recently went back and saw that it was on again, or it was back. So I was like, hey, you know, I'll keep watching that. Who is setting off fireworks at 9 p.m. on Mother's Day? You know, I remember seeing a post, and it was, you know, somebody in the US, and they're like, that horrible feeling you get when you're just like, was that a gunshot or was that fireworks? And then what was the next one? And the worst part is, they're both illegal in your state. And, you know, the other comments were just, oh my god, is that real? Are you serious? If it's a single firework, oh yeah, you have no idea unless you can actually see the firework. But if there's multiple fireworks going off, you can tell if it's fireworks or if it's a gun. Guns don't go like, nobody's gonna have that big of a gunfight, you know, unless they're like in a bank or something, and then somebody's gonna die, and hopefully it's the people who are trying to rob the bank. I'm just saying. This is the magnet I was playing with in the last narration that I'm probably gonna play with in the now last one, which is gonna be the pirates. I'm confusing myself. Doing things out of order is very weird. So, yeah, I'm gonna go see about doing the narration on that one. And you guys can see that I fail just like everybody else. So like, subscribe, share, comment, all that jazz. And I'll see you guys in the next video.